Hello, I'm Dr. Brandt Gibson, and we talked about bunions, and we helped you understand that the bunion is the prominence on the side of the first metatarsal just behind the big toe. I'd also like to talk to you about a different type of bunion called Hallux Limitus. And what happens is you get limited motion of the big toe because you get a bunion or a bump on top instead of on the side. Sometimes you can have the side and the top, but the idea is if you get a limited motion of the toe where it bangs into the bone and it can't move, that would be Hallux Limitus. If it gets to the point where it can't move at all, it's Hallux Rigidus. But the point is, often what happens is the first metatarsal is elevated slightly, and you start to bang on the bone every time you move, and you start to get a prominence. So this is called Hallux Limitus, which is limited motion, or Hallux Rigidus, which is rigid motion or lack of motion altogether. And in both cases, it's a pretty significantly painful joint. When you walk, you need a certain motion to that big toe. If you don't have it, if you're unable to do that, then what happens is you get swelling through that joint and it gets pretty sore throughout the day, by the end of the day. So the point is you can have a bunion, which is a prominence on the side of the foot, just behind the big toe. You can have a spur on the top of the first metatarsal, just behind the big toe, which is what we call a dorsal bunion, Hallux Limitus or Hallux Rigidus, where it limits that motion of that big toe. And a lot of times the Hallux Rigidus or Hallux Limitus may be a bigger problem than even the bunion is as far as causing discomfort and causing pain. So the idea is you want to look at, say, okay, where is the prominence? Where is the bony growth on that bone? Is it on the side or is it on the top? Side is a bunion, top is Hallux Limitus or Hallux Rigidus. And in both cases, there are things that you can do. And over the next couple days, we'll talk about the treatment options. We'll talk about surgeries and all those kind of things so you can actually get a better understanding of what your options are if you have pain in the big toe or right behind the big toe in the first metatarsal phalangeal joint. This is Dr. Brandt Gibson, and this is your Podiatry Tips Day 242, Hallux Limitus and Hallux